Hey guys, it's Blake from OpenView and welcome back to the PLG123. Let's dive in. So tab 1. Tab 1's about Notion and it's on the NewYorkTimes.com. It's highlighting their mega round from last week, $50 million at a $2 billion valuation, which given the current environment is saying a lot. This is an interesting article because Notion is the hottest product these days, certainly in the world of PLG. Everyone's talking about it, everyone's using it, and it's a great product. It's also one of those companies that every VC on the planet wants to invest in, and Index pulled it off, which is great. Besides the numbers, $50 million at a $2 billion valuation, that's impressive. What also stood out to me is that this represented somewhat of a mindset shift for the founders. They previously were not too keen on raising a lot of capital, but that changed as they saw the environment change around us with the current coronavirus situation. And this quote stood out to me. It said that financing is a signal of stability, which is important for us. The article describes how their mindset shifted and they saw an opportunity to lean into the current environment and to get more people on Notion and to deliver more value as everyone's work life has been disrupted recently. It will be interesting to see if this is a broader trend. Are there profitable companies? Are there companies that have historically been opposed to raising capital that might change their perspective given the current environment? Moving on to tab 2. So tab 2 is from the MIT Technology Review, and it's talking about how parents are turning to PLG products in order to adapt to the current environment of needing to homeschool their kids. Specifically turning to Trello and Asana to create lesson plans and syllabi, you name it. This is a really interesting feature of product-led growth businesses is that they can be used for professional use cases, but also for personal use cases. So keep your eyes peeled for more usage of things like Trello, Asana, Notion, and others during this current disruptive period. And finally, tab 3, which is on the Zoom blog, and it's a blog post by Eric Yuan, the CEO of Zoom. So look, there's a lot of really interesting data in this post. I would say the first thing that jumps out to me are just the numbers, right? They've disclosed now that they're at 200 million daily active users, and that's up from 10 million daily active users at the end of last year in December of 2019. So overnight, just a huge explosion of growth. And that's led to some security issues. We all have heard about Zoom bombing. We've all seen the headlines in the last couple of weeks about security and privacy issues, and Zoom calls that out in this post as well. They highlight what they've done, and they also highlight what they're going to do. So over the next 90 days, this is probably the biggest thing, there's a feature freeze. So they're not actually building any new features and shipping new features because they're focused 100% on privacy and security. So keep your eyes peeled for that, and hopefully it's the end of Zoom bombs. Lastly, we're gonna wrap up with a bonus tab. So this tab is on The Verge, and it talks about how Zoom is actually 2020's hottest yoga studio. So as we saw in the last tab, everybody's on Zoom, 200 million daily active users. I'm sure you're using Zoom for lots of professional stuff, but also more and more personal things. Happy hours, I had my birthday party on Zoom, believe it or not, and yoga. So if you're trapped at home, which we all are, and you need to stretch and you need to sweat, then look no further than that trusty work from home companion of Zoom. And for now, guys, that's it. But this is the PLG123. Make sure to follow me on LinkedIn for more PLG content and tune in next week for the next episode of the PLG123. Take care, guys.